My dear and most excellent Theophilus, I'm aware that I'm not the first one to try to do this. I'm aware that others have undertaken to compile the stories of the amazing things that have happened among us. They interviewed eyewitnesses who were themselves servants of the stories they were telling. So knowing all that, I set out to find out for myself the whole story from the very beginning. And I decided to be another to record it all, so that you may know the authenticity and the historicity of all the things you've been taught. It all started when Herod was king down in Judea. Now there was a priest named Zechariah. He was a descendant of Abijah, and both he and his wife were descendants of Aaron, the first priest. A few things you should know about Zechariah and his wife Elizabeth. One is that they were really good people. I mean, they obeyed all the rituals. They followed all the commandments. They were in good standing with God. But nevertheless, they had never had a child. It was the emptiness in their lives. And now they were old, too old. Well, it turns out that one time Zechariah's priestly division was called up to service. So that meant they had to go to Jerusalem, where they would serve in the temple for a certain amount of time. While they're there, Zechariah was selected by Lot to be the priest who gets to go in the temple and offer the incense. So all the other worshipers wait outside. Zechariah goes inside. There's that square incense table covered with gold. He begins to just do his job when all of a sudden he realizes he's not alone in the room. There is an angel standing at the right-hand side of the table of incense. First he's startled, then he's terrified, but the angel says to him, Zechariah, don't be afraid. Your prayer has been heard. Your wife, Elizabeth, is going to bear you a son. He's going to be a joy to you. He's going to be a delight to you. And not just to you. A lot of people are going to be glad because he is going to be great in the sight of the Lord. He is never to drink wine. He's never to have any alcohol, in fact, because from even before the time he's born, he will be filled with the Holy Spirit. He'll bring a lot of Israelites back to the Lord their God. He'll make a path for the Lord in the spirit and power of Elijah. He'll turn the hearts of mothers and he'll turn the hearts of fathers back to their children. He'll turn those who have stepped off the path back onto the path of justice to get people ready for the Lord. Zechariah said, yeah, well, I'm an old man and my wife is an old woman, so, you know, thanks. The angel said, I am a Gabriel. I stand in the presence of God. I was sent here to talk to you and to give you good news, but because you did not believe it, you will be mute until the day the child is born. Well, while all this is going on inside the temple, outside of the temple, all the worshipers are checking their watches like, why is he taking so long? Finally, Zechariah comes out. He can't tell them what has happened, but he makes motions to them and gestures. They finally figure out he's seen a vision. After Zechariah's division was done in Jerusalem, he returned home. Not long after that, Elizabeth was pregnant. They didn't tell anyone for the first 5 months. It was their little secret. Elizabeth said, this is what the Lord has done. I have found favor with the Lord. He has taken away my shame in front of my people. And that's one small part of God's big story.